Their small farm sat quietly at the edge of town, a place where the wind whispered stories across empty fields. Inside, the pantry shelves were looking thin, a quiet testament to a tough season. Jacob, a hard-working father, ran his hands through the last few sacks of grain, each one a precious count against the coming days. His wife, Anna, was a master of making a little go a long way. Every meal she prepared was stretched with incredible care, seasoned with a love that made even the simplest dish feel like a feast. Their young son, Noah, was always watching. His big, curious eyes took everything in, learning the silent lessons of survival and resilience. Each evening, the family would gather by the fireplace. Grandfather Henry, with his hands outstretched to the warmth, would fill the room with tales of seasons past. He spoke of years of hunger, when the earth seemed to hold its breath, and years of plenty, when the harvest was so bountiful it felt like a song. His stories were more than just memories. They were lessons woven into the fabric of their family history. One particular night, the air hung heavy with a chill of uncertainty. Anna was at the table, carefully pouring out the very last bowl of seeds they owned. It was then that Noah, who was usually quiet, spoke up. His voice was soft but clear. "Why don't we save some?" Jacob paused. Every instinct screamed that those seeds were food, one more meal to get them through. The gnawing feeling of an empty stomach makes planning for a distant tomorrow feel like an impossible luxury. But as Jacob looked at his son, he saw not just a child, but a flicker of a different kind of wisdom. Grandfather Henry, who had been listening from his chair by the fire, gave a slow, knowing nod. "Seeds are not food," he said, his voice gentle but firm. "They are hope." It was a powerful statement. Hope against the very real fear of going without. The family looked at each other, and in that shared glance, a decision was made. They would choose hope. Carefully, they wrapped a small portion of the seeds in a cloth sack and tucked it away in a safe, dry place. It was a promise to themselves, a pact with a future. Spring arrived with a shy, tentative beauty. The snow melted, and the earth began to soften. While other families in the town were focused on immediate needs, Noah was out in the field. He held a small sack of seeds, the family's stored hope, in his hands. Some of their neighbors could unhelp but chuckle when they saw the young boy meticulously planting tiny seeds instead of eating what little they had. "That boy is dreaming," they'd say to each other, shaking their heads. "Wasting good food on a fantasy." But Noah wasn't just dreaming. He was working. He was believing. Day after day, he was out in that field. He watered the thirsty ground, his small hands pulling up every stubborn weed that dared to compete with his future crop. He wasn't alone in his efforts. Anna would bring him cool water to drink, her presence a quiet encouragement. Jacob, seeing his son's determination, mended the old fence, protecting the precious patch of land. And Grandfather Henry would often join him, not to work, but to teach. He taught Noah about the sun, the soil, and most importantly, the art of patience. As the days grew longer and warmer, something magical began to happen. Tiny green shoots started to push their way through the dark soil, like little emerald flags of victory. By the time summer was in full swing, what was once a bare, brown field was now a lush carpet of vibrant green. And when autumn arrived, painting the world in shades of gold and amber, their field was a breathtaking sight. The land didn't just have grain, it overflowed with it. The stalks stood tall and heavy, bowing in the breeze, a testament to a single courageous decision. That winter, the scene inside their little farmhouse was completely transformed. The pantry shelves were no longer thin and bare. They were full, groaning under the weight of their abundant harvest. But they were full of more than just food. The room was filled with a sense of deep, profound gratitude. And when they heard that some of their neighbors, the same ones who had laughed, were now struggling, Jacob didn't hesitate. He opened their pantry and shared generously from their harvest. In that moment, Noah understood something fundamental. He understood that planning for tomorrow isn't just a practical task. It's an act of courage today. It's about planting a seed of hope, even when fear tells you to consume everything you have. True security doesn't come from just surviving the present. It comes from having the wisdom and bravery to invest in the future. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.